Okay, so one of the other questions that was asked at the debate last night was what each party was going to do in terms of helping Canadians afford the cost of living and find affordable housing. And you're going to be surprised when I talk about this answer because it's not going the way you think it is. So we'll get the obvious one out of the way. Pierre Poilievre talked about how he's going to be giving Canadians a tax break through the lowest tax bracket. He talked about his GST plans, that sort of thing, which really, frankly, is not that helpful. If you talk to me like 10 years ago, I would have done absolutely nothing. I mean, it really doesn't do anything for me now, but does not help people afford things, especially does not help people afford a house. Then Mr. Mark Carney talked, and he talked again about his stuff, about how they're giving the GST break as well to Canadians, which again is not really helping Canadians afford a house. He did go on to talk about the pharmacare program and the daycare program, and the dental care and stuff like that, which is obviously, yes, that does help Canadians put a little more money back in our pockets and to help us afford things that we wouldn't normally be able to afford, covering things like insulin and birth control, which need to be expanded to other drugs, please. I know a lot of the provinces have their own drug plans, but the coverage is not that great, and it doesn't cover all drugs, which it really should. It needs to cover all medications, not just, which is a big problem in Ontario. Not all the drugs are covered. And of course, the dental care plan will be expanding and stuff like that. But overall, again, not really helpful. The Bloc leader, Mr. Blanchette, actually talked about the fact that he believes that not only should we be giving like a tax break in GST for people trying to buy a new home, but they should also be providing some sort of financial help to allow Canadians to put that down payment down. And I've said this multiple times. Why are there no programs through the government that will help Canadians build up that down payment? Like, even if that was something like, well, for every dollar you save, we'll give you a dollar. Like something like that, where it's like, hey, like if you put, wife $5,000, we'll give you another $5,000. Like just something. He didn't really touch on the rest of that, but I agree with that idea. I like his idea of providing a program that helps people with the down payment. Then they went on to Jagmeet Singh, who just mostly focused on two things. He talked about how the companies like Loblaws and stuff are price gouging Canadians with groceries that the prices have not got down, despite the other costs going down. Notice how when they got rid of the consumer carbon tax that affects gas prices, oh look, the price of groceries never went down. Jagmeet has tried to push on that, and it doesn't really make a difference. There has to be another route with that. And then he talked about how he was going to prevent corrupt landlords from buying up all this property, and it's like, yeah, that's great, but how does it help Canadians afford a home? Doesn't matter if somebody else isn't buying it. Nobody else has the money to buy it. So I'm really disappointed in that answer from the NDP. Honestly, I feel like the only really good answers was sort of from Carney, but not really, and the NDP. The NDP was the only one that really had an answer there that was like, yes, why are you not doing that? So yeah, I with that question, I give it to the Bloc Québécois.